Hey everybody, it's Cam again, back. This would be episode 4, I think, of the series. And I'm doing a bit of a recap, sort of like an intro video to this new set of the series. So, what have I been up to? This past week, in the middle of the week, has been kind of crazy. I had to go get an ultrasound in the middle of the week, so I had to change a little bit of my running plans, which honestly happens a lot. I have had to change my plans a lot, but let me just kind of go over what's going on. So when I last left you guys, it would have been during my long run on Monday. Today is Friday. Tuesday I was sore as hell. I did not run. That was the day I scheduled as my rest day. And then Wednesday was supposed to be my workout day. And that was the day I had to get my ultrasound. And I could not eat for 8 hours before my ultrasound. So I was like, hell no, I'm not running on a completely empty stomach. So I did not do that. I'm doing my leg stretches here. But, so that would be Wednesday. Yesterday, I ran 2 quick miles just to kind of get myself back into it. But I also, that's the day, if you remember, that I played pickleball with my girlfriend. So, honestly, it was a really good workout yesterday. My 2 miles went really well. I ran at about an average. My average was a 6:20, but my second mile was right on 6 flat. And looking into next week for my 5K, I think that a 6 flat might be a little aggressive, but I think holding like a 6:10 or a 6:12 might be doable. So we're definitely going to see on that aspect of it. Let me tell you guys my plan for this weekend. So today I'm doing a 7-mile tempo run, kind of normal cadence for my Friday. So it'll be good. Tomorrow then I'm going to plan to do my workout. So I'm going to do my 4x1 mile kind of at that 6:10 pace. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, my other run last night, I held it decently well. So we'll see how that works. Sunday I want to do just like a really nice easy run, maybe like 6 miles or something like that, just to kind of get those miles in that I missed during the middle of the week. And then Monday we'll hit a long run. So that'll probably be my next kind of video, is this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It'll be a little bit longer maybe, but I might break it up actually. But I think it'll be good to get back in the swing of things on the weekend when I have some time to do it. And yeah, we will see you guys out on the trail today. Hey everybody, this is my post-run analysis for my Friday tempo run. Holy shit guys, just like last week, it was hot as hell. Like 85 degrees again, no wind. I really got to start running these when it's not as hot out. But I did make it farther than last week, which is good. I made it 6 miles this time. I did stop in the middle of it because I actually saw one of my best friends on the trail that I did not expect to. So we walked and chatted for a bit, and then I finished out my run. But oh, man, that is really difficult to run in the heat like this, especially since this bike path does not have any water along it. It's just not ideal at all, but got it done. I didn't want to go too crazy because I got to do my hard workout tomorrow as well. But yeah, I'm just glad I got a good run in, kind of in the middle of the day. Don't have to worry about it then after work, which is always a big positive. But I'm gonna go grab some water, do a little stretch, and get back to it, man. Hey guys, this is my tempo run for Friday. As you can see, I only ended up going 6 miles again, so not exactly as much as I wanted to. This is mostly due to the fact that it's always really hot outside. I usually run these on Fridays during my lunch break, and it's always like 85 degrees outside. Let's look at the splits real quick. As you can see, these are pretty much even kind of throughout. I tried to just run around like less than a 7:30 for these once I knew that I was only going to be able to run 6 miles. So that was kind of my plan throughout all of it. As you'll see through my heart rate, I did stop for a little bit towards the end of this. That's because I actually saw one of my best friends in the trail while I was running. I think I told you guys about this in my follow-up video. But yeah, I don't think it really affected a lot about this run because I was almost done anyway. But it was a pretty good run, just a solid zone 4 throughout. As I've said, this is honestly one of my harder runs that I do frequently. My tempos, I definitely want to keep it up going into the future. It's definitely something that pushes me. So, a really good workout here. Hey everybody, this is my last sum up for my 4th episode of my running series. I've got 2 days to kind of summarize for you guys. So today is Monday. We'll throw it back to Saturday and then go over what happened today. So Saturday was my workout day. The reason I didn't record it right after that was because you will see in the video before this, it was getting pitch black when I finished. I went to run at probably like 6:45 and the sun went down at 7:15. So it's probably like 7:30 or 7:35 by the time I finished my last leg. And I really had to turn my flashlight on at the very end to kind of see where I was going. It was very, very dark. But I think it went really well. I stayed right around my 6:10, 6:12 mark that I wanted to for 4 miles on repeat, which is really good. I'm hoping that I can do the same thing on the 5K on Saturday. But it just felt really good to get another kind of sprint in. I feel like recently I've been doing a lot of like longer, slower runs. So it felt really good to get another sprint piece in. I'm hoping to get another on Wednesday, one more before the 5K. And then after the 5K, I'm gonna have to kind of plan out what my next moves are. It's my girlfriend's and I's 2-year anniversary also this weekend. So I'm kind of finishing up a project I have for her. But once both of those things are done, I'm gonna try and focus my energy on coming up with my next running goals and also kind of bringing you guys this new series that I've been talking about. I have some big plans for it and a lot of different ideas kind of swirling around, but I want to be able to get through my anniversary stuff before I do that. So I had my long run on Saturday, like I said yesterday. I took a rest day just because there's a lot of things, like I said, that have been going on that I wanted to work on instead. So today I did my long run. I did 8 miles. It was pretty good. Threw on a podcast like normal. I wanted to do a little bit of a shorter long run. So 8 miles is kind of the shortest I'll do for a long run, just because I want to kind of spread out my miles a little bit more evenly this week. So tomorrow I'd like to do maybe 6 miles. Then Wednesday, my workout day. Friday, maybe like a 5 real slow or 4 real slow. And then finally Friday will be a shakeout before Saturday. But I honestly held a pretty good pace this whole time. I think I went like 7:30. So definitely all the running I'm doing is improving my times. But yeah, I think it'll be really interesting at the 5K on Saturday. I'm really hoping I can get under 19. That might be a little hard to do, but we will see how I can do it, how it goes. And then I'm excited to, like I said, make my new running plans. I'm definitely gonna do things a little bit differently, and I'm gonna make a video talking about that. So look out for my video on how I'm gonna plan my next part and what my next goal and objective will be. I'm also gonna try a little bit of a different editing style, I think. I think I might try to make these videos a lot more bite-sized. I do enjoy making the long form videos a little bit more, but I think that they would be more enjoyable for you guys if they were shorter. So yeah, these are just some of the plans that I've got for the channel. And then like I said, that other project is something that I think will be really fun and doesn't really relate, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of different videos as well. Other than those two series, anything that I kind of try and think is interesting, I'll try to record and put up just to see what people think. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode because I'm gonna try and break this one down a little bit as well. So see you guys. Hey guys, this is my 4x1 mile repeats workout this Saturday. I had a really fun time with this. I'll explain why the distance thing is messed up here in a second, but as you can see, a 6:50 average pace is a little deceiving as we'll get into the splits, as well as the 8x400 repeats. On Apple Watch, it gives you like recommended workouts, and you can edit some of the interval ones. So I usually just do that. So most of my interval workouts will say 8x400, but that's not really what's going on. So here's what my intervals actually look like. So as you can see, I was running a 1600 meter, so it's a mile. And then my recoveries were timed instead of being a distance, but I typically ran like 0.3 for my recoveries. I had a problem with my Apple Watch, so I had to stop my recovery in that last recovery and then restart it for my last mile. So I actually have a different interval for that. But as you can see from this, kind of sticking around, my goal was to stick around what I wanted to run for my 5Ks. So a 6:08, a 6:11, a 6:14, those are all pretty good and right around where I would want my 5K to be. And then here's my heart rate for these first three. As you can see, this is definitely a good like tempo run that lets your heart rate fluctuate up and down and gets you into some good zone 5 for a lot of it. And here is that extra mile at the end. Definitely a little bit slower than some of my other ones in terms of total time, but my pace was kind of right on cue. Hey guys, this is my long run for the week before my final race of this challenge at least. I did not really want to run so I ran 11 miles last week, and I didn't really want to run more than that this week. So I went and did my kind of standard long run of just 8 miles. Still, I would say a pretty good long run, but definitely not as time consuming. I do want to hit 11 miles here in the future, but let's take a look at the splits. Nothing crazy here, just slowly getting a little bit faster as you could see through those last 3 miles, which is always good to see. Just a really nice and solid workout. Here's the heart rate if you're interested. Again, nothing in that zone 5 range, but a whole lot of zone 4, so just a good cardio workout. Hey everybody, it's Cam back. First off, yeah, I know, I gotta shave. I'm gonna hit that tonight, but I just finished my last speed work before my 5K. First of all, look at this. The leaves are changing slowly but surely. It's getting to be very beautiful out. The sunset over there you can probably see as well. It's looking fantastic. But yeah, I did an 8x400 with a 3-minute rest in between. one problem that happened was my watch died on like, I think my 6th one, and then it switched to 800, the one before that. So my timing got a little bit messed up. I had to do my last two just kind of based on my watch. I was running at about 125 each split. So I set my timer to 125 and just ran the pace I would run for a 400 at 125 for 1 minute and 25 seconds. But this was a great workout. This is honestly probably the most I've stretched my like sprint piece work. I was really breathing hard, and like this is some shit that would increase your VO2 max, you know what I mean? But it was just really good. I originally planned to do 6, but I decided to try and increase it to 8 and go maybe a little bit slower. And I think that was a really good idea, just to get some extra distance in, especially with the 3-mile rest. I was going about like 0.35 miles every time I did one of those. So I got honestly some pretty good distance in, as well as the sprint piece. One of the best parts of this run though was just the weather. It's finally like a nice cool fall day out. The weather I've been waiting for to really get back into running. And it was just perfect sprint weather. You could breathe without feeling like the air was stuck on you or like pushing down on you. And it was just a really fun workout. I think I said this in a video before, but I am really sad that the sun goes down a lot quicker now. I just have a lot less time after work to do it, but that's okay. I will eventually have to start running inside or find something else to do. We'll see which one I choose. But I think when I make my next running plan for whatever my next challenge is, I'm gonna kind of keep that in mind. The fact that I'll probably be running inside or on a treadmill a lot. But yeah, I really want to get to a different location. I've run on this bike path so many times, and that is one of the ideas I want to bring to my recordings next. You'll see I did a time lapse right before this, so I hope you guys enjoy that. But trying to kind of condense these videos down and making them more short form might be what I try to do in the future. So if you enjoy this kind of content, but maybe don't like the long form videos, doing shorter form videos is something that I plan to do in the future, just to make it a lot easier on myself. And honestly, it would make editing them a lot easier, just doing like one per day that I run or something along those lines. But yeah, it's a really good workout today. Gotta go grab some dinner and enjoy my evening. I'll catch you guys though on my next run. Here is my last speed workout of this challenge at least. I did 400 repeats, so this is an actual 8x400 repeat as opposed to my other one in this video earlier that was actually a 4x1600 meter. These ones were kind of give me flashbacks to track practice, but I think these were really good and helped me kind of set some expectations for what my race will be on Saturday. So let's take a look at the splits. So each one I tried to stay under 130, and I honestly kept getting a little bit faster each time. I think I also had a problem with these because it went right into cooldown. So these were probably set to be 6x400 to begin with, and I don't know really why it went into cooldown. I had to kind of restart on my own. I didn't actually turn this back on though, so these are only my first 4 of the 8 that were recorded here, but my pace still stands. I think these were really good. Obviously I would never run this fast during an actual race right now, but these are really good to kind of help me push my endurance a little, or my stamina a little bit, my endurance. A lot of zone 5 in these. I'd say most of the work was done in zone 5. This is a workout that I would definitely do going into the future again as well. Just really good, and I really enjoy getting back into speed work. I feel like it's a good kind of workout that you don't really get if you were training for something like a marathon. Hey guys, we'll keep this one quick just because this was my 3 mile shakeout before the big race tomorrow. I'm really excited for the race, obviously, but we'll get into that in the after thing. Just this about this. Quick 3 mile shakeout, nice slow 7:40 pace. Here are the splits. Sped up for that last one, but this was really about just being a nice steady pace. And this is honestly one of the most beautiful heart rates I've ever seen. Very steady increase with no big jumps at all. Perfect shakeout for the race tomorrow. Very excited. Hey guys, it's Camden here, coming to you at night. And this is sort of like the summary video for my run today, but I would say it's mostly kind of a thoughts before my race tomorrow and what's coming next. So today I just ran a kind of a 3 mile shakeout, nothing too quick. I ran probably like a 7:30 pace or something like that, just to kind of get some juice under my legs. But I've been trying to drink some water today. Had a lot of good carbs as well. For tomorrow is going to be in the morning, the run, and it's actually finally getting a little cool here, so it's probably going to be around 50 degrees, which is going to be perfect running weather. What I'm going to look to do tomorrow is I definitely want to try and beat my time that I got at my work 5K at the benchmark, which was a 19:30. So to do that, I'm going to need to run at least below a 6:15-ish. I think it's definitely possible to do that, based kind of on how everything's been going in my workouts recently. I think I will be able to do that. I'm going to have to hold myself back a little bit at the start, I think. But once I kind of get into it, it'll be a lot easier. But I'm hoping that I could get a sub 19. That would be kind of crazy. But to get a sub 19, I'd have to go about 10 seconds faster on each split. And I average like a 6:17. So I have to go like a 6:07. I think that'd be kind of pushing it. But getting into like the 19:10s would be really ideal, I think. I'm really excited for the race tomorrow. And I'm really excited because I don't really know where I'll go from here. I think I'm going to do definitely like a summary at the end of this challenge to talk about what I'm thinking about. But I do want to keep training, I think, for 5Ks. I think that's kind of my sweet spot for running distance. But in the spring, I do want to do a half marathon, I think. So kind of for the fall season, up until maybe like a tricky trot in November, I'm going to train for 5Ks, and then I might go on to do a half marathon in the spring and see kind of how that goes, and also continue to train for 5Ks. But I think one thing that I definitely need to do going forward is give myself a little bit more flexibility, kind of just with working and maintaining a social life and doing some other things on this channel that you'll see. I want to have a little bit more flexibility in the days that I do things. So I'm also going to make a video about planning out my runs and stuff like that. But I'm going to try and choose better days to do specific things. I think I didn't really choose ideal days to do like my long runs and stuff initially, because I know I don't like to run on Sundays. Sundays really should be like one of my slower recovery days, honestly. And Saturdays, I think it just depends what I'm doing on the Saturday. Some Saturdays I'm like a lot busier than others, so it's easier to run. But yeah, I'm just really excited for this race tomorrow. I'm really excited to plan for everything after it. And my girlfriend and I's anniversary is tomorrow, which I've been planning for and doing a project for that as well. So I'm gonna have a lot of time after this weekend to finish out editing all these videos, posting them all, and then also planning out what I'm gonna do on this channel next, because I have a lot of ideas, but I really just need to kind of boil down what of them I want to take action on first. I do kind of want to do all of them eventually, but starting work can be very overwhelming, just with like how much time it takes up especially on days that I go into the office because I drive 40 minutes to it. So there's definitely been a little bit of kind of adjustment that I've had to do, both me and my girlfriend. But I think that kind of getting into the different activities, whether they be social or like new hobbies and stuff, just things that I'm excited about, will be really interesting. And I think it'd be cool to document the ride there. But I will definitely get into a lot of this stuff at a later time. Tomorrow's game plan: wake up. I eat typically like a banana or something before I run. I'm not someone that eats a lot before I run, but I'm also not someone that eats nothing. So definitely get some water, eat a banana. I might make a race day video, honestly, kind of vlogging the whole experience. So maybe I'll just do that too. But get a good workout in, not a good workout, get a good stretch in, get a good warm up in. I think these are all key to having a good race tomorrow. So gotta wake up with a good mindset and be ready to grind. So I'll see you guys then.